Dear PBBM, ngayong araw, January 7, 2023, idineklara po ninyo ang Enero 9 na special holiday sa Maynila para sa pista ng itim na Nazareno. Sa kabila ng kawalan ng tradisyonal na translasyon, idineklara po ninyo ito dahil marami pa rin po ang makikidalo ng mga deboto. At kahapon po, pinangasiwaan po ninyo ang panunumpa kay General Andres Centino bilang Chief of Staff ng Armed Forces of the Philippines sa isang simpleng seremonya diyan sa palasyo ng Malacanang. At kahapon din po, ininspeksyon po ninyo ang kasalukuyang sitwasyon sa Ninoy Aquino International Airport Terminal 3 para sa domestic at international flights kasunod ng hindi inaasahang technical glitch sa Air Traffic Management Center ng Civil Aviation Authority of the Philippines na nakaapekto sa parehong mga international at domestic flights sa araw ng bagong taon pa mismo. Atin pong pakinggan ang question and answer sa kanya.
Ladies and gentlemen, His Excellency President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr.
Hello, good afternoon. As you have seen, as soon as I got back from China last night, I scheduled a visit here to the airport to get a briefing from the airport authorities, especially with the Secretaries Jimmy Bautista and Secretary Ivan Uy, for the technical aspects of the problem that we saw on New Year's Day. Now, as far as we can determine, as far as we have done everything to return operations back to normal. And right now, we can say that overall, the national system was down for about 6.5 hours on January 1 at nakabalik naman kaagad. Ngayon, ang pinag-usapan namin ay kung paano tiyakin na hindi na mangyari ulit. At merong mga pieces of equipment na mukhang may nagka-problema, kaya nagkaganto, kaya naputulan ng kuryente, kaya nag-down yung buong system. So I think for now, we'll be all right. But we are planning already on the future redundancies for the system. So, kung meron mangyari ulit na ganito, meron tayong kaagad na kapalit. Hindi na tayo aabot ng 6 na oras. Siguro mahaba na yung ilang minuto lang. Well, UPS is an uninterrupted power supply. So, for more or less, dapat uninterrupted talaga. It's extremely important, especially during Christmas season. At alam naman natin, napakarami ng mga Pinoy na lumilipad mula sa abroad at pumupunta sa kanilang mga probinsya. So now we are back to normal operations. But there is a lot of work that we need to do dahil sari-sari ang problema. There are technical problems that we need to attend to. There are contractual problems that we also need to attend to. So all of these things we will have to attend to immediately. Ang sinabi ko lang kay Sec Jimmy is to make sure that we fast track all of whatever negotiations we have with the equipment suppliers who can help us with the upgrades, both for the software and the hardware of our equipment. And beyond that is to have a proper backup system so that if the whole system fails, like it did on January 1, we have a complete system ready to go. Yun lamang, that might take a little time, but that is something that we will try to fast track as quickly as possible. I can say that considering how big the problem was, I think that the airport authorities, our cabinet secretaries and all those who were involved in returning the system back have done a reasonably good job. At 6 hours is rather a short time considering how much needed to be done to get the system back up into working condition. So that's how it is. There is going to be more on this in the future. As I said, we started by talking about the technical problems that happened in January 1. Then I asked them to brief me on what exactly is the situation now. And the situation now is that we are back to normal operations. And then, of course, what do we need to do in the long term to make sure that this doesn't happen again? Certainly, especially not at the high traffic season like happened to us in January 1. So that is the essence of what we did here today.
Thank you, sir. We have a follow-up question from Ms. Maricel Halili of TV5.
Hi, sir. Magandang hapon
Good
po.
afternoon.
Sir, what do you want to tell to the public and especially the foreign tourists who were affected by the cancellation and delayed flights last New Year?
Well, of course, it is very unfortunate, and this is not something that, of course, none of us wanted this to happen. And we have tried our best to support, to make sure that those who were affected, and it is a large number. Ang estimate na nakita ko, 64,000 ang apektadong pasahero. At ginawa naman namin, tiniyak namin na meron naman silang support. In other words, meron silang pinapakain natin, meron silang pupuntahan, hindi naman sila basta't pinabayaan na lang at we left them to their own devices, but we tried to support them in every way. We were able to give some magpakain nga, and then the malasakit packs that the MIA has, so we were able to give that. So, but of course, the most important thing is na makarating na sila doon sa kanilang talagang destination. And that's what, that I think has been the best, the most important part, and that the best effort went into that. So, again, so now, I'm sorry, of course, we have to apologize to our kababayans who, especially those who came from abroad. Dahil limitado ang kanilang bakasyon, nawala yung 2-3 araw eh. Alam naman natin, very valuable sa Pilipino yung Christmas holiday. Kaya kami humihingi ng inyong paumanhin. At ngunit gagawin namin ang lahat na hindi na maulit ito.
Salamat, sir.
Thank you, sir. The next question will come from Mark Fetalco of PTV4.
Good afternoon po, sir.
Good afternoon.
Ano po yung directive natin sa Department of Health and Bureau of Quarantine following po yung report ng Omicron XBB 1.5 subvariant sa ibang bansa? And gaano po kahanda ang Pilipinas sakali pong muli na naman po tumaas yung kaso ng COVID-19 sa bansa?
Well, ganun pa rin. We are still in the same status. At mukha naman, kagaya ng mga bagong variant ng mga pumapasok dito, na mga dumadating, binabantayan natin ang husto. Like before, I've always looked at the hospitals and the occupancy rate. Kasi I start to worry pagka yung ospital ay hindi na kaya tanggapin ng pasyente dahil punong-puno na sila. Wala pa tayo ron. What has happened, nag-increase ang occupancy rate ng mga ospital dahil yung mga hindi nagpa-ospital ng 2 taon, ngayon pumupunta sa ospital. It's not for COVID, it's for other things. So we're watching it, of course, very closely. But so far, mukha namang maayos, mukha namang ma-manage natin.
Thank you, sir. Last question will come from Nympha Ravelo of DZBB.
Magandang hapon po, Mr.
Good
President.
afternoon.
Yes, sir. Sir, hiningi po, request ni Secretary Abalos ang courtesy resignation ng senior officials ng PNP. Ito po ba ay may imprimatur ninyo or galing po
yes.
sa inyong directive?
No. We were planning this for a while. Well, let me be very clear. Remember, during the campaign, nung tinatanong ako kung ano yung gagawin natin tungkol sa drug war or drug problem, this is it. We approach it in an entirely different way. Alam naman natin na yung problema sa drugs, hindi mangyayari yan kung hindi kasabwat yung mga iba dyan sa pulis. Kaya't kailangan natin tignan na mabuti sino ba talaga ang kasabwat dyan, sino ba talaga ang involved, at sinong hindi na talaga pwede magserbisyo dahil associated na sila sa mga drug lord. So that is just like, we are just cleansing the ranks and trying to see and making sure that yung mga opisyal na natitira sa atin maaasahan natin at hindi nagtatrabaho para sa gobyerno, hindi nagtatrabaho para sa ibang sindikato.
Sir, according po to Senator Pimentel, parang naghahanap lang po ng several rats but we are burning the house down.
Like,
Naghahanap lang po ng parang konti, bakit daw po hindi na lang kasuhan yung mga identified na...
Wala pa tayo ron.
Aha.
Kasi hindi pa natin na-identify. We are going to form a commission. We will ask for the resignation, the courtesy resignations. We will form a commission. And we will look into the records of all of the officers as we slowly will reinstate those who are cleared. And maybe we will have to decide what do we do with those that are implicated to being involved in the drug trade. So, siguro yung mga severe cases kakasuhan natin. So we'll see. We'll see first. We're not yet there. We're not yet there because the senator is a top-notcher lawyer. He understands. We have to build the case. And yung haka-haka lang, chismis lang, ito involved dyan, dinaanan na natin yan walang nangyari. So, tiyakin natin, kung magkakaso tayo, ipapanalo talaga natin at makukulong talaga kung sino man ang mga na patunayan na kasabwat dito sa drug trade.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Sir, I'm trying to check na-rating ba properly yung UPS?
Yung mga?
Was it regularly maintained?
I cannot hear you.
Was it regularly maintained by UPS? Regular by maintenance?
Yes. Okay. It's there's a hindi ang naging problema is not in the UPS, it was in another unit. It was a circuit breaker na somehow hindi niya naibaba yung voltahe na pumapasok na kuryente. Kaya yung UPS nakita masyadong mataas yung voltahe na pumapasok, masisira mga makinarya, nagsara. Yun ang nangyari. Ngayon, meron na tayong yung circuit breaker na naging problema, napaltan na. Bago na yung naka-install ngayon. At yung mga UPS, we did an emergency procurement and we are going to procure 2 units yata, no? 2 units of UPS para meron tayong main at saka meron tayong backup.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Mr. President.
Salamat po sa panonood. Kung bago ka lang po sa aking channel, please subscribe para mas dumami pa po tayong updated sa ginagawa ng ating Pangulo na walang humpay na nagtatrabaho para sa ating bansang sinilangan. Mabuhay ang Pilipinas!